like spots over in League 2 is starting to crank up a notch. Of course, no one really gives a shit about the vegans. They're running away with it. But what about the other two spots? Who's in, who's out? We'll take a little look next. Another prediction video today. We look forward to match day number, I think it's 28. It is a right old mess in the old fixture list, but we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button, keep back to all things League 2 related, Bradford Rovers related, woo, football related. We're going to all here, boys, and Warruski. That's right, of course the vegans are still doing their thing at the top of the table, but the race for who's going to join them in League 1 next season, of course, is well on track. We'll take a look at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs there, the Patreons, guys. Thank you for your love, and I really appreciate it. Of course, if you want to help out the channel in another way, from as little for like a packet of chewing gum, all the way through to a big box of chocolates, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. So here we go then, recap of course a lot of games, of course, this past match day. Of course, we're trying to get back on track here. These were the games that we were predicting last round. Of course, this fixture's coming up is quite tight, so it's much more slicker than more normal. So here we go, they're kicking it all off with Barrow against Mansfield, 3-1 win for Mansfield. They are, of course, well in contention now. They're actually in the playoffs as we speak. 3-1 win for them. Crawley did lose to Tranmere. Of course, they're up in the automatics right now, doing very, very well. Walsall did lose to Exeter City again, just on the cusps of the playoffs. Exeter City Forest Green picked up a 3-1 win over Carlisle, as you do. Harrogate, though, did pick up a monster win over Oldham. Athletic themselves back moving in the right direction as well. 3-0 win for Harrogate. They're up to 12. Hartlepool picked up a draw against Stevenage. Called it, lads. Leyton Orient picked up a draw against Port Vale. And, of course, Leyton Orient are way off at the moment. They need to sort their shit out, as are Port Vale right now. Rochdale against Bradford was a 0-0 draw, and again Bradford nowhere near. In fact, they're 11th. They're within a couple of striking distance as well. Salford picked up a 3-0 loss against Colchester United. A big result there for Colchester. A bit of an upset there for Salford. Scunthorpe United did lose to Newport County. They're well in contention now. They're up to third in the table. Meanwhile, Sutton United, of course, got a massive draw against Northampton Town to keep themselves above Northampton. 4th for Sutton, 5th for Northampton. Swindon Town with a 1-1 draw against Bristol Rovers. Into the midweek fixtures, then we got Barrow. They lost to Salford City. Scunthorpe, a narrow loss to Bristol Rovers. Also lost to Bradford, and of course Leyton Orient picked up a loss. That's going to be a 1-0 loss. Should we do that? Should we edit that with of course my pen? We will do that right about now, live. There you go. There you have it. So we'll get rid of that pen. So there you have it. 1-0 loss to Newport County. Let's take a look at the table then. Here it is in all its glory. Forest Green Rovers are running with 7 points clear over Tranmere, and a game in hand on Tranmere, and again 2 games in hand on Newport County. So realistically, they're already there. They're already planning their trips to maybe, I don't know, Ipswich Town next season. They might even be playing Derby County. Well, that's a tough subject. We don't know about that yet. Of course, down the foot of the table, Oldham and Scunthorpe are going down at the moment. It's a bit of a gap between Scunthorpe and Colchester. Hopefully, Scunthorpe could do the unthinkable and get themselves out of it. But realistically, it's quite sad to see one of the founding members of the Premier League, Oldham, on the cusps of elimination for the first time into National League football by poor ownership. That's what it all boils down to. So hopefully, I cannot see them being saved here. I cannot see them being saved. So I think they're going down. Scunthorpe, though, they might have a bit up. But they've got 2 games in hand, though, Oldham, so you just don't know. Let's take a look at the prediction league then, shall we, for this week and this week alone? Big shout out to Deepet the Great there. Kicking ass and taking names. Ultra Murat, of course, and Shepherd make up the power 3. Well done for you guys for scoring big this week. Of course, it is free to enter. Get it amongst it. Of course, this is the leaderboard for this part of the season. Second part of the season, Deepet the Great is running away with it, of course. But is he the overall leader? I'll tell you all about that on Monday. I think we'll have the next batch of videos out for next week. But, of course, very, very good coverage there by the patrons, so a big shout out to you guys for your support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Without it, it makes this a lot of hard work. And of course, the patrons do get access to that data, so they'll be able to enjoy the full league and look at it as slowly as they like. Of course, if you want to get involved with the prediction league, get involved here, League 2. It is free to enter, get your predictions in, and be a part of the process. So here we go then. Of course, next round of matches all take place this weekend, which of course is the 29th of January. So we kick it off with with Bradford City up against Crawley now. Let's get into this badger then, shall we? Of course, played each other 11 times 2011. 4 wins for Bradford, 6 for Crawley, and 1 draw. Bradford come to just 1 defeat the past 6 games, 67% form for them right now. Up against Crawley side, who have lost the last, well, who haven't picked up a win in the last 3, 58% form for them right now. Last time around over at Vale, it was a 2-win for Crawley back in April 2021. In fact, Crawley unbeaten against Bradford the last 4 occasions, picked up 3 wins and a draw to boot. Bradford though picked up a 2-1 over Walsall. Crawley picked up a loss against Tranmere last time around, but the odds go in favour 5-4 on for Bradford. They are your favourites 5-2 short and 4-1 is your long shots. That is Crawley. I've got to back Bradford here. I really want to see them make a late push for that top 7, and of course maybe a gate crash the playoffs in the end. Kicking on forward, it'll be Bristol Rovers up against Walsall. Of course, these two sides have played 19 times since 2006. 6 wins for Bristol Rovers, 7 wins for Walsall, and 6 draws. Just 1 defeat at the past 5 games for Bristol Rovers. 58% form up against the Walsall side, who are unbeaten in the last 5. 25% form for them right now. Of course, coming at you though, last time around over at Bristol Rovers, it was an EFL Trophy Southern Division. That's back in September 2020. It was a 4-2 win for Walsall. However, the last time I played in the league in Bristol, it was a 1-win for Walsall as well, way back in October 2018. They have also played this season in September, and it was in Walsall. It was the 2-1 win for Bristol Rovers. Goodness gracious me. Of course, Bristol Rovers did beat Scunthorpe 3-2 last time around, and they're actually unbeaten in the last 3 games. Meanwhile, Walsall did lose to Bradford last round, 2-1 loss over at the Bestcott. Meanwhile, of course, look at the odds on this from 11-10. Is your Bristol Rovers, of course, Walsall 13-5, 25 is your draw. Bristol Rovers here, 2-0 win for them. Maybe the dream is still alive for Barton's boys. Where are they in the table? Have a quick look at that one. They are up to 13th. You never say never. You never say never. Of course, kicking off forward is Carlisle up against Sutton United. Of course, Carlisle struggling. Of course, Sutton United doing very, very well. Played each other just 1 time since 2021. It was a win for Sutton. I'll elaborate on that in a minute. Meanwhile, Carlisle coming to this just 1 win at the past 5 for them, 50% form up against the Sutton United side, who haven't lost in the last 6, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws as well. 83% form for them right now. That 1 win for Sutton was way back in September this season, and it was in Sutton. It was a 4-0 win for Sutton. Carlisle, though, coming to the back of that 3-0 loss against Forest Green, and they've gone back-to-back games without scoring a goal for them. Meanwhile, Sutton pick up a 1-win over Harrogate in the Football League Trophy in the quarterfinals to go to the semi-finals, I believe. Of course, last time around in the league, they picked up a 0-0 draw against Northampton, of course, and it's been back-to-back games without conceding a goal for Sutton. Meanwhile, the odds here 70-10 for Carlisle, 13-8 is just Sutton, of course, 94 is your draw. Will the wheels ever come off Sutton United, or actually are they going to make it back-to-back promotions? Of course, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Sutton on this one, and the chains keep on moving. Colchester United take on Swindon Town. That's right. Of course, Colchester need a result. Swindon Town also to keep up their dreams of promotion. Played each other 31 times since 2003. 15 wins for Colchester, 10 wins for Swindon, and 6 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Colchester, 17% form for them right now. Just 1 win and 4 for Swindon right now, 50% form at the moment. Last time around over in Colchester was a 3-1 win for Colchester back in January 2020. That was in League 2. Meanwhile, they played each other twice already this season. One is in Swindon in the league. It was a 0-0 draw back in September. Also in the EFL Trophy knockout stage, it was in Swindon. It was back in November, and Colchester won 2-1 on the night. Of course, Colchester coming to this other back at the 3-0 loss against Salford. Swindon picked up a 1-1 draw against Bristol Rovers. The odds for this one 7-4. Your Colchester 9-4 is your draw. 13-8 is your Swindon Town on this one. Tight this one. Going to go with a 2-0 win though for Swindon Town on this. Exeter City up against Hartlepool. A long ass road trip this badger for Hartlepool fans. Played each other 19 times 2002. 5 wins for Exeter, 10 for Hartlepool. 4 draws, of course. Back-to-back wins for Exeter at the moment. 42% form up against the Hartlepool side. Just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them right now. Last time around over in Exeter was a 2-2 draw back in November 2019 in the FA Cup. However, last time played in the league in Exeter, it was a 2-1 for Hartlepool. That's back in August 2016. They did play the reverse fixture back in Hartlepool. Back in September, it was a 1-1 draw as well. Exeter picking up a 2-0 win over Walsall last time around. Back-to-back clean sheets as well. Heading into this one, Hartlepool did beat Charlton in the Football League Trophy to go through to the semi-finals. They also picked up a draw against Stevenage last time around in the league. Coming at you, 5-4 on is your Exeter, of course, 5-2 is your 4-1 is your long shots. That's Hartlepool on this one. Going to go with the Exeter City here. 2-0 win for them to take to the house. Stevenage, they're going to be locking horns up against Harrogate Town. That's right. Of course, also on the 29th. Played each other 3 times since 2020. 1 win for Stevenage, 2 draws, and nothing for Harrogate Town. Stevenage coming to just 1 defeat the past 6 games, 58% form. Up against the Harrogate side, just 1 win and 4 for them, 50% form for them at the moment. Last round over in Stevenage was a 1 win for Stevenage. That was back in March 2021. That was in League 2 last season. They also played the reverse fixture this campaign in Harrogate. It was a 0-0 draw as well. In fact, Harrogate have played Stevenage 3 times and haven't scored a goal in them. Or you can reverse it around. Stevenage have played Harrogate 3 times and haven't conceded a goal. How about that? Stevenage though pick up a draw against Hartlepool last round. Of course, Sutton United did beat Harrogate last round in the Football League Trophy. That was, of course, just a couple of days ago as well. Meanwhile, the odds on this one, we have Stevenage coming at just 7-5 for the Richie 11-5 is draw. 20-10 is your Harrogate Town. I'm going to go with the win for Harrogate on the road here to give themselves a massive win, moving up the table. Mansfield Town up against Leyton Orient. Of course, Mansfield Town are on the push. Let's take a look at it now, shall we? Of course, played each other quarter miles 15 times in 2003. 2 wins for Mansfield, 9 for Leyton Orient, and 4 draws. Just 1 defeat though in the past 6 games for Mansfield. 83% form up against the Leyton Orient side, who haven't won in the last 5. 25% form for them right now. Last round over in Mansfield was a 2-0 win for Leyton Orient. That was back in April 2021. In fact, Leyton Orient unbeaten against Mansfield on the last 5 occasions, picking up 3 wins and 2 draws. Meanwhile, Mansfield picked up a 3-1 win over Barrow last time around. Leyton Orient picked up a loss against Newport County just a couple of days ago. Look at the odds for this one. We have Leyton Orient are 94 for the victory, 65 is your Mansfield. They are your favourites. They're at home, of course, and 12-5 is your draw. Going to go with Mansfield here to win this one quite comfortably, 3-1 win, but a bit of pressure maybe on Leyton Orient at the moment. Newport County up against Barrow, of course. Over in Wales, played each other 9 times since 2010. 3 wins for Newport County, 5 for Barrow, and 1 draw. Of course, Newport winning 3 in the bounce at the moment. 58% form up against the Barrow side, have just won once in 6. 25% form for them right now. Last time around over in Newport, 2-1 win it was for Newport back in September 2020. However, they also played each other in September this season in Barrow. It's a 2-1 win for Barrow in Barrow. That's right. Newport County coming to this on the back of a 1-0 win over Leyton Orient. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4 clean sheets on the bounce for them. In fact, 5 clean sheets in the past. No, yeah, 4 clean sheets on the spin. 4. No. Take that back. It's actually 3 clean sheets in the bats for Newport County, of course, against Harrogate, Scunthorpe, and Leyton Orient. Meanwhile, Barrow coming to this on the back of a 2-0 loss against Salford. Look at the odds on this one. 65 on is your Newport County, 5-2 is your draw, 50-4 is your away win. That is Barrow. Newport County are in the top. They're in the automatic spots at the moment. They want to be there at the end of the season. They're going to get a 2-0 win over Barrow for me. On this one, kicking on forward, it'll be Northampton Town up against Salford. Of course, both have got their own agendas. Of course, Northampton looking at the automatics. Of course, Salford still got outside aspirations for the playoffs. Played each other 3 times, 2019, 2 for Northampton, nothing for Salford, and 1 draw. 4 games without a win for Northampton at the moment, 50% form up against the Salford side. 2 wins, 2 defeats the past 4 games, 58% form for them right now. Last round over in Northampton was a 2-0 win for Northampton back in October 2019. Meanwhile, they also played each other this season in Salford. It was a 2-2 draw as well. Northampton did draw with Sutton United last time round. Barrow picked up a 2-0 win. Salford picked up a 2-0 win over Barrow last time out. Of course, that was in Barrow, and that was midweek. Look at the odds for this one. We have Northampton Town 11-10 for the victory, 9-4 is your draw, 11-4 is your away win. That is Salford City. Going to go with a draw here, right down the middle. Cannot separate 2 sides on this one. Then we have a Northwest crunch clash here. It's Oldham up against Rochdale at the Boundary Park. Of course, played each other 16 times, 2008, 6 wins apiece and 4 draws. Oldham come to this without a win in the last 7 games. Meanwhile, Rochdale just 1 win in the past 6 for them, 25% form for them right now. Meanwhile, coming at you, last round over at the Boundary Park was a 3-1 win for Oldham back in November 2017. That was in League One. Goodness gracious me. Last time they played each other this season, though, was in Scotland back in September. It was a 1-0 win for Oldham on that one. Meanwhile, coming at you, Oldham did lose to Harrogate 3-0. 1, 2, 3, 4 games without scoring a goal. Meanwhile, Rochdale coming to this on the back of a draw against Bradford 1-2. 2 games without scoring a goal for themselves as well. Look at the odds for this one. Oldham 2-1 for the victory, 11-8 is your Rochdale, and 12-5 is your draw. Going to go with a 0-0 draw myself on this one. Rochdale in trouble. Oldham are in a big host of trouble, but they cannot be separated in the end. Port Vale will take on Scunthorpe then, shall we? Of course, at Vale Park. Played the 18 times 2005. 4 wins for Port Vale, 9 for Scunthorpe, and 5 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Port Vale at the moment. Of course, up against the Scunthorpe side, also 1 win and 6 as well. 17% form for them. Last round over at Vale Park, it was a 1-0 win for Scunthorpe. That's back in November 2020. Meanwhile, they also played this season at Scunthorpe. Was a 1-0 win for Port Vale on the road. Scunthorpe coming to us on the back of a 3-2 loss against Bristol Rovers. Port Vale did draw with Leyton Orient last round. Have gone back-to-back games without scoring a goal as well. A bit of a goal-scoring crisis appears over in League 2. Look at the odds though for this one. We have Port Vale 7-4 for the victory, 7-4 on Thursday, 11-2 is your long shot. Scunthorpe 9, 14-5 is your draw. I've gone with the 1-0 win for Port Vale to nick it in the end. And then finally, here's the top of the table. Crunch clash is Tranmere Rovers up against Forest Green Rovers. It's the battle of the Rovers. Of course, 12 times they played each other since 2015. 3 for Tranmere, 5 for Forest Green, and 4 draws. Tranmere coming to this 75% form, winning 4 of the past 5. In fact, unbeaten the last 5 as well. Up against the Forest Green Rovers side, who are also unbeaten in the last 6 games. 3 wins and 3 draws. That's the played each other over at Tranmere. It was a 3-2 win for Tranmere. Of course, they also played each other this season in Forest Green. It was a 0-0 draw back in September. Tranmere did beat Crawley 1-0 last round. Coming into this, just conceding 1 goal at the last 5 games. Meanwhile, Forest Green Rovers coming to the back of a 3-0 win over Carlisle as well. The bookies odds for this one: Tranmere 11-5 for the victory, 30-10 is your Forest Green, and 22-10 is yours. Quite tight this one, of course, top of the table crunch clash. I am going to give it to Tranmere here though. 2-1 win for them to maybe closing the gap, of course, on the leaders is then Vegans. That's of course my take on it. Be sure to get your own take on it right here, right now, using that link there, cut.4/League 2. Get in amongst it, and of course I'll see you back around for that one. Again, if you you think yourselves are an EFL League 2 expert and want to get into content creation, video creation, of course behind the scenes in front of the camera, or of course, or in the graphical department, let me know. Get involved with me down below. Smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, and of course hit a comment with me there. Or better still, go over to Twitter, follow me that way, and DM me directly. And says, hey, I would like to make some League 2 content with you, and of course I would like to be part of the process. But until then, guys, smash your thumbs up. It does wonders for the old algorithm. Smash your subscribe. I'll see you soon for the next one. Until then, dudes, we're done right here.